We're diving into one of the most intriguing and valuable coins in the world, the 1971 no-mint mark Lincoln penny. If you're into rare and high-value coins, this one might just blow your mind, as it can fetch up to $1.5 million. But what makes this penny so valuable, and how did it come to be worth such an incredible amount? Let's take a deep dive into the story behind the 1971 no-mint mark Lincoln penny and why it's worth so much. First, let's talk about the basics of the 1971 penny. This coin was produced as part of the ongoing series of Lincoln Memorial pennies, which had been introduced in 1959 to commemorate Abraham Lincoln's 150th birthday. The design features Lincoln's profile on the obverse, with the famous Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. However, there is something very special about the 1971 no-mint mark penny that sets it apart from the millions of others that were struck that year. Now, most of us are familiar with mint marks. If you've ever looked closely at a coin, you might notice a small letter on the obverse side that indicates where it was made: D for Denver, S for San Francisco, or P for Philadelphia. But in 1971, some rare coins were struck without a mint mark at all. This anomaly is what makes the 1971 no-mint mark penny so valuable. You see, the US Mint was supposed to place mint marks on all coins struck in Philadelphia, but for some reason, a limited number of 1971 pennies came out without them. This wasn't part of a larger pattern, and it wasn't a planned rarity. Instead, it was the result of a mistake or an oversight. But because of its unexpected rarity, it quickly became one of the most sought-after pennies in the numismatic world. It's important to note that not all 1971 pennies without a mint mark are valuable. To fetch a high price, the penny must be in pristine condition. Coins that have been preserved well, without scratches, dents, or excessive wear, can be worth significantly more. In fact, the highest recorded sale of a 1971 no-mint mark Lincoln penny reached an astonishing $1.5 million, which is a truly remarkable amount for a coin that was originally worth just 1 cent. So, why exactly does a penny from 1971 fetch such an astronomical price? It's because of its rarity and the demand among collectors. The number of 1971 no-mint mark pennies that were struck is believed to be extremely low, and this scarcity combined with the high level of interest from collectors has driven the price up to unprecedented levels. Furthermore, as coin collecting continues to grow in popularity, more people are searching for rare finds like this one, which further inflates its value. Now, you might be wondering, how can you spot a 1971 no-mint mark penny? It's not as simple as just looking at any old penny from that year. First, check the obverse of the coin for any mint mark. If there's nothing there, no D, no S, just the date 1971, then you have a potential treasure on your hands. Next, examine the condition of the coin. A penny in mint state, which means it has little to no signs of wear, will be much more valuable than one that's been in circulation for years. If you think you found a 1971 no-mint mark penny, it's a good idea to get it graded by a professional grading service like the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, or the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS. These organizations will assess the condition of the coin and assign it a grade, which can significantly affect its market value. As for how much it's worth, well, that depends on a variety of factors. A coin in good condition might fetch a few $100s, but one in mint state could easily reach thousands or even millions, depending on the demand and the specific circumstances of the sale. For example, some high-end auction houses have seen 1971 no-mint mark pennies sell for prices far above their face value, often due to competitive bidding among wealthy collectors who are willing to pay a premium for rare coins. So, while the 1971 no-mint mark Lincoln penny might just look like a regular penny to the untrained eye, it has the potential to be a serious investment for those who know how to spot it. If you're lucky enough to come across one of these rare coins, you could be looking at a major windfall in your future. That's all for today's video on the 1971 no-mint mark Lincoln penny and its incredible worth. If you enjoyed this deep dive into coin collecting and want to learn more about valuable coins, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, stay on the lookout for rare coins, they could be worth a fortune. We're diving into one of the most exciting topics in numismatics, the 2013 no-mint mark Lincoln penny, worth an astounding $1.6 million. Yes, you heard that right, $1.6 million. But what makes this penny so valuable? Stick around, because we're about to uncover the mystery behind this rare coin and why it's worth so much money. Let's start with the basics. The Lincoln penny has been in circulation since 1909, and over the years, there have been many variations, some more valuable than others. The 2013 penny, like the others, was part of the regular series produced by the United States Mint. However, this particular coin is incredibly rare due to an unusual characteristic: the absence of a mint mark. Typically, U.S. coins carry a mint mark to indicate where they were struck, whether at the Philadelphia Mint, Denver Mint, or San Francisco Mint. In 2013, pennies were expected to have a mint mark if they were made in Denver or San Francisco. However, the 2013 no-mint mark Lincoln penny was unexpectedly produced without one, which raises the first question: how did this happen? Now, error coins are not unheard of in the world of numismatics. In fact, some of the most valuable coins ever sold are error coins, where something went wrong during the minting process. The 2013 no-mint mark penny is one such error coin. The likely explanation for this coin's lack of a mint mark is that it was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, which typically does not add a mint mark to coins. However, due to a unique and rare occurrence, some pennies from this year were accidentally left without the expected mint mark. This error was not widely noticed at first, and only over time did collectors and numismatists begin to recognize its rarity and potential value. So why does this error make the 2013 penny worth so much money? It all comes down to rarity. The Philadelphia Mint has been producing coins without mint marks since the 19th century, but when this error occurred, it was exceedingly rare for a coin to slip through the cracks. The lack of a mint mark on a coin that was supposed to have one makes it a one-of-a-kind find, and collectors pay top dollar for such rare items. In fact, the 2013 no-mint mark Lincoln penny is not only valuable due to the missing mint mark but also because it was produced during a specific period when certain minting processes were in place. These processes were fine-tuned over time, and even the slightest variation, like a missing mint mark, becomes a treasure for those in the know. And now, let's get into the big question: how much is this coin worth? The 2013 no-mint mark Lincoln penny has been known to fetch up to $1.6 million at auction, depending on its condition and where it's sold. It's one of the highest valued pennies in modern numismatics. A penny, yes, a single cent, can be worth millions of dollars, and that's a huge incentive for collectors to keep their eyes peeled for this particular coin. But don't think that just any 2013 no-mint mark penny will bring in that much money. The condition of the coin plays a significant role in its value. Coins that are in mint or near mint condition will always be worth more than those with visible wear and tear. So if you ever come across one of these rare pennies in your collection, it's crucial to have it evaluated by a professional to understand its potential value. For serious coin collectors, the 2013 no-mint mark Lincoln penny is a must-have. Why? Because it's a perfect example of how small mistakes in the minting process can lead to big rewards. Collectors love coins with interesting backstories, and this one certainly has an intriguing tale to tell. It also represents a unique moment in U.S. minting history. Coins like this don't come around often, which makes them extremely valuable to those who understand their significance. Moreover, the Lincoln penny is one of the most beloved and iconic coins in the U.S., making any variation or error even more desirable. So, how do you spot a 2013 no-mint mark Lincoln penny? It's actually pretty simple. Start by checking the front of the coin, where Abraham Lincoln's portrait is. Normally, you would see a mint mark beneath the date. If there is no mint mark present, whether it's a D4 Denver or an S4 San Francisco, you may have a 2013 no mint mark penny on your hands. And next, check the quality of the coin. A clean, shiny, and well-preserved penny is likely to be more valuable than one that has been heavily circulated. If your penny is in great shape, it's worth getting it appraised by a professional to determine its true market value. To sum it up, the 2013 no-mint mark Lincoln penny is an extraordinary coin that has captured the attention of collectors and investors around the world. Its rarity, due to the minting error, has made it one of the most valuable modern pennies, worth as much as $1.6 million in certain cases. If you're lucky enough to come across one, you could be holding on to a small fortune. Remember, rare coins like this are a reminder of the rich history and unexpected surprises that can come from collecting. If you enjoyed learning about the 2013 no-mint mark penny and want to dive deeper into the world of rare coins, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, give us a thumbs up, and leave your thoughts in the comments below. Have you ever found a rare coin in your change? We'd love to hear about it. We're diving deep into the fascinating world of rare pennies, and our focus is on one of the most valuable coins ever discovered, the 1972 no-mint mark Lincoln penny. This coin has taken the numismatic world by storm, and its incredible worth, currently valued at $1.7 million, is making headlines across the globe. So, what's so special about the 1972 no-mint mark Lincoln penny? Well, let's break it down. The 1972 Lincoln penny is part of the well-known series of pennies that have been minted in the United States since 1909, featuring Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, and the iconic wheat ears or shield on the reverse. However, most 1972 pennies are worth just their face value of 1 cent, but some of them hold a very different story. Mint marks are a crucial part of any coin's identity. Typically, coins produced at the Philadelphia Mint are unmarked, while those made in Denver or San Francisco are marked with the letters D or S. But here's where the 1972 no-mint mark Lincoln penny stands out. This coin was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, but here's the twist: it lacks the mint mark that you would usually expect to see. The absence of a mint mark on a coin from this year makes it a true rarity, and now, it's important to note that the vast majority of 1972 pennies have the typical mint mark, and these coins are not particularly valuable. However, due to an incredibly rare error in the minting process, a very small number of 1972 pennies were struck without a mint mark, creating a collector's dream. These unique coins are highly sought after by numismatists and collectors alike, but why does this specific coin fetch such a jaw-dropping value of $1.7 million? Well, the answer lies in its rarity and condition. The 1972 no-mint mark Lincoln penny is a perfect example of how errors in minting can lead to major increases in value. The scarcity of these coins means that when one is found in good condition, it can command an extraordinary price at auction. This particular penny, in excellent condition, sold for a record $1.7 million, proving just how much a rare error coin can be worth. The 1972 no-mint mark Lincoln penny is considered one of the most significant errors in the history of coin production, and collectors are willing to pay top dollar to own such a piece of history. But how can you spot this rare penny? The key is in the absence of a mint mark. If you come across a 1972 Lincoln penny, take a close look at the reverse side of the coin, just beneath the date. If you find no D or S mint mark, then you may have a rare treasure on your hands. However, it's essential to examine the coin's condition closely as well, because the value dramatically increases with the quality of the coin. A well-preserved penny can be worth millions, while one that's heavily worn will be worth much less. So, what should you do if you think you found a 1972 no-mint mark Lincoln penny? First, take good care of it. Avoid cleaning the coin, as doing so can significantly reduce its value. Instead, have it professionally appraised by a numismatist or submit it to a grading service. If the coin is deemed to be in mint condition, you might just be holding a $1.7 million treasure in your hands. In conclusion, the 1972 no-mint mark Lincoln penny serves as a perfect reminder that sometimes, the most valuable coins are the ones that seem ordinary at first glance. The coin's rarity, combined with its historical significance, has made it a true collector's item. So, the next time you're going through your penny jar or checking your spare change, remember to look closely. You might just stumble upon a fortune. Thanks for watching today's video on one of the most valuable pennies out there. If you enjoyed this, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a future episode. Hello everyone, and welcome back. Old coins prices. Today, we're diving into one of the most fascinating coins in U.S. history, a piece that shocked collectors and investors alike, the 1976 Lincoln penny with a D mint mark. This seemingly simple penny is worth an astonishing $1.1 million. Yes, you heard that right. So what makes this coin so valuable? What details should you look for? And how can you determine if you have one of these hidden treasures? Let's jump into the fascinating story behind this incredible coin. First, let's talk about the Lincoln penny itself. This coin has been a staple of U.S. currency since 1909, when it was introduced to honor the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Over the years, it's gone through several design changes and minting adjustments. However, one thing remains consistent: it's one of the most widely collected coins in the world. The 1976 Lincoln penny was minted during a time of transition and experimentation in the U.S. Mint, which adds to its mystique and value. Now, let's focus on why the 1976 D mint mark penny is so special. The D stands for the Denver Mint, where this coin was produced. Typically, pennies minted in Denver are fairly common, but this specific 1976 penny has some very unique qualities. Experts believe that a rare error or a special quality in the minting process created a few coins with features that make them highly valuable today. Finding one of these rare pennies could mean you're holding onto a piece of American history worth more than $1 million. The big question is, what makes this particular penny worth such a high price? The first factor is rarity. While millions of pennies were minted in 1976, only a small fraction have the characteristics that collectors are looking for. Some reports suggest that these rare 1976 pennies may have unique copper compositions, doubling errors, or other specific flaws that make them one of a kind. When it comes to coin collecting, rarity often equals value. And with so few of these pennies confirmed to exist in this high-grade condition, the demand skyrockets. Another important factor is condition. For a 1976 D-Mint Mark Lincoln penny to reach a value of $1.1 million, it needs to be in pristine, uncirculated condition. In coin grading terms, this means it would likely need to be rated at MS 67 or higher. MS stands for mint state, and the grading scale goes from 1 to 70. A grade of MS 67 means that the coin is nearly perfect, with only the slightest imperfections visible under close inspection. The better the condition, the higher the value, so any scratches, wear, or discoloration can lower the coin's worth significantly. So, how can you tell if your 1976 penny is one of these incredibly valuable pieces? First, look for the D-Mint mark, located just below the date. This indicates it was minted in Denver. Next, examine the overall condition of the coin. If it appears untouched, with no scratches or signs of wear, you may be onto something. However, to truly understand the value of your coin, you'll need to have it professionally graded. Many reputable coin dealers and grading services, such as PCGS or NGC, can provide an official grading that will help determine the coin's exact value. It's also worth noting that some 1976 pennies with the D-Mint mark have a unique appearance. Certain error coins from this year might display doubling, particularly on the lettering or date. This is known as a doubled die error and occurs when the die imprints the design twice, slightly off-aligned. Collectors prize these types of errors because they make the coin even rarer and more desirable. For those wondering how a penny could ever be worth $1.1 million, it's important to remember that the world of coin collecting is all about supply and demand. When there's a limited supply of a coin with a fascinating story or unique characteristics, demand among collectors can drive the price to unbelievable heights. The 1976 D-Mint Mark Lincoln penny is one of those rare cases where everything aligned perfectly: the scarcity, the potential minting errors, and the excellent condition of a few remaining specimens, to create a $1 million coin. But let's get real, the chances of finding one of these valuable pennies are slim. That doesn't mean you should ignore your spare change, though. Many collectors started by finding unusual coins in their pocket change, and sometimes rare coins turn up in the most unexpected places. So next time you get a handful of pennies, take a closer look. You never know, you might just be holding onto a small fortune without even realizing it. Before we wrap up, here's a quick recap. The 1976 Lincoln penny with the D-Mint mark from the Denver Mint has become one of the most sought-after coins for collectors. Factors like rarity, condition, and unique mint errors have pushed its value to a stunning $1.1 million. If you think you have one, get it evaluated and graded by a professional. It could be worth a lot more than you ever imagined. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more videos on valuable coins, hidden treasures, and everything you need to know about coin collecting. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button and share it with your friends. Have any questions or thoughts on this rare 1976 penny? Leave a comment below. We're diving deep into the fascinating world of valuable coins, focusing on an incredible find, the 1987 Lincoln penny with no mint mark, valued at an astounding $1.2 million. That's right, a penny that's typically worth just 1 cent could be worth a fortune. So, if you have any old pennies lying around, especially one from 1987, stick around because this might just change your life. First, let's start with some basics. The 1987 Lincoln penny, also known as the Lincoln Memorial penny, was a standard issue penny produced by the U.S. Mint. Most pennies you come across from this year are worth their face value, but there are some very special and rare versions that can be worth much, much more. Now, you might be wondering why this particular coin, a penny without a mint mark, could fetch such a high price. Well, there are a few key factors, and we'll break them down for you. Point 1: of the most important aspects of any coin's value is rarity. The majority of 1987 pennies were minted in either Philadelphia or Denver, with the Philadelphia coins lacking a mint mark and the Denver coins featuring a small d mint mark. But it's important to note that not all no mint mark pennies from 1987 are valuable. In fact, most of them aren't. The million-dollar question, literally, is how to tell if your no mint mark penny is one of the rare ones worth $1.20 million. What makes the 1987 no mint mark Lincoln penny so special is the condition of the coin. For a penny to be worth such a high price, it must be in impeccable condition, usually graded by professional coin grading services as MS67 or higher. MS stands for mint state, which refers to coins that are in almost perfect condition, as if they just came out of the mint. The scale for grading coins goes up to MS70, so a coin in MS67 condition is almost flawless. Coins of this caliber are extremely rare because pennies are typically used in day-to-day transactions, making it difficult to find ones that haven't been scratched, worn, or damaged. This is what makes an MS67 1987 no mint mark penny so rare and valuable. Imagine finding a coin that has survived in near-perfect condition for over 30 years. It's like discovering a little piece of history preserved as if it was made yesterday. Another factor that can add to the value of these pennies is the quality of the strike. A strike refers to the impression stamped on the coin by the minting process. Sometimes, in 1987, the minting machines produced pennies with incredibly sharp, detailed strikes, which enhanced the appearance of Abraham Lincoln's profile and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse side. Coins with this exceptional level of detail are highly sought after by collectors, especially when they're also in near-perfect condition. Let's talk a bit about how these coins are valued and sold. Rare coins like the 1987 no mint mark penny in MS67 condition are typically sold at high-end coin auctions. Serious collectors, especially those who specialize in U.S. coinage or Lincoln pennies, are willing to pay top dollar to add these rare finds to their collections. At an auction, competition between buyers can drive prices sky high, sometimes reaching or even exceeding that $1.2 million mark we're talking about today. However, keep in mind that not every MS67 1987 no mint mark penny will sell for exactly $1.2 million. The final sale price can depend on demand, the number of similar coins available, and the intensity of the bidding. If you're interested in checking your own coins, here's what you should do. First, look carefully at the date to ensure it's a 1987 penny. Then, check for a mint mark. If there's no mint mark, you might be holding a Philadelphia minted penny. Next, examine the coin's condition. If it looks almost untouched, with no noticeable scratches, dings, or discoloration, you might have a coin worth sending to a professional grading service. Services like PCGS or NGC are two of the most trusted coin grading companies, and they can assess your coin and assign it a grade based on its condition. Once graded, if your coin receives an MS67 rating or higher, you may have a valuable piece on your hands. You could consider reaching out to a reputable auction house or coin dealer who specializes in rare coins, as they can guide you through the process of selling your coin. It's worth noting that coin collecting is a unique hobby that has fascinated people for centuries. Some collectors are willing to pay huge sums for coins because of their historical significance, rarity, or condition. Coins like the 1987 no mint mark Lincoln penny not only hold monetary value but also represent a piece of American history. So, who knew that a simple penny could potentially be worth over $1 million? The 1987 no mint mark Lincoln penny in pristine condition is an incredible example of how ordinary objects can become extraordinary treasures. It just goes to show that sometimes, the most valuable things are hiding in plain sight. Before we wrap up, here's a quick tip. If you're looking to start coin collecting or even just want to check for valuable coins in your pocket change, make sure to handle your coins carefully. Use gloves if possible, as oils and dirt from your fingers can damage the surface of a coin. Store valuable coins in protective cases and keep them in a dry, safe place to preserve their condition. And, of course, if you ever find a rare coin, consider having it professionally graded to understand its true value. Thanks for joining us on this exciting journey into the world of rare and valuable coins. If you enjoyed this video and learned something new, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel for more fascinating coin stories and treasure hunting tips. And if you happen to have a 1987 no mint mark Lincoln penny, who knows, you might just be sitting on a small fortune. We have something exciting to discuss, the 1979 no mint mark Lincoln penny, a seemingly ordinary coin that could be worth an astonishing $1.3 million. Yes, you heard that right. This penny, if it meets certain criteria, could make you a millionaire. So if you're a collector, or maybe you just have some loose change lying around, stay tuned as we dive into what makes this coin so valuable and what you need to know to spot it. The 1979 Lincoln penny is part of a long-standing series of pennies that began in 1909 with the iconic wheat cent design. The obverse, or front side of the penny, features the portrait of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner. This design has been on the penny for more than a century, making it one of the most recognizable coins in American currency. In 1959, the reverse design changed from the wheat ears to the Lincoln Memorial, which we see on pennies up until 2008. However, the 1979 Lincoln penny isn't rare just because of its age or design. What makes this coin unique is its lack of a mint mark. Most coins feature a mint mark to show where they were produced. In 1979, pennies without a mint mark were struck at the Philadelphia Mint. Usually, the absence of a mint mark wouldn't make a coin especially valuable, but in some rare cases, no mint mark coins are highly sought after. This penny falls into that rare category, and there's more to it than just the missing mint mark. For a 1979 penny to reach this extreme value, it needs to be in exceptional condition, often graded by professional services, and have a unique set of characteristics that make it stand out from the rest. So, what exactly makes this penny worth up to $1.3 million? Let's break down the factors. First, the condition of the coin is crucial. Coins that are in mint state, meaning they show no signs of wear and look almost as fresh as the day they were minted, are highly prized. Collectors use a grading scale from 1 to 70, where 70 represents a perfect coin with no imperfections. For the 1979 no mint mark penny to reach this $1 million valuation, it would need to have a grade of at least MS65, meaning it has to be almost flawless. Even a small scratch or blemish can significantly reduce the coin's value, so handling and storage are incredibly important. Another factor is rarity. Only a limited number of 1979 no mint mark pennies have been found in near perfect condition. When demand for a coin is high and supply is low, prices can skyrocket. This principle holds true in the case of the 1979 no mint mark penny, where the combination of condition and rarity has driven its value to record-breaking levels. There's also a fascinating story behind the soaring value of this coin. Over the years, collectors and numismatists, people who study and collect coins, have been drawn to rare coins and coins with unique attributes. The 1979 no mint mark penny, in high-grade condition, has become a kind of holy grail in the coin collecting world. Auction results have shown that collectors are willing to pay extraordinary amounts to own a piece of history, especially when it comes to rare pennies like this one. The allure of owning a coin that's worth a fortune only adds to its mystique. Now, let's get to the part you're probably waiting for. How can you identify a 1979 no mint mark penny that might be worth a lot of money? Start by examining the front side of the penny, where you would usually find the mint mark. On most coins, this mark is located just below the year. If there is no mint mark, then you know it was produced in Philadelphia. However, just having no mint mark doesn't automatically make it extremely valuable. You'll need to inspect the coin for its condition, ideally under magnification. Look for sharp details in Lincoln's hair and beard, a clean and clear rim around the edges, and no noticeable scratches or dents. These details can help you determine if your coin might be worth submitting for professional grading. Speaking of grading, this is an essential step if you believe your 1979 penny could be valuable. Grading services like PCGS or NGC are highly trusted in the coin collecting community and will carefully examine your coin's condition. They assign a grade that indicates its quality, and this grade directly impacts the coin's value. While grading services do charge a fee, having an official grade can mean the difference between a few cents and potentially millions of dollars. Additionally, these services will authenticate your coin, ensuring it is genuine. Given the high value of rare coins, authentication is crucial for any serious collector or investor. Let's take a moment to discuss recent sales and auction records. In recent years, high-grade examples of the 1979 no mint mark penny have sold for significant amounts. Some have fetched thousands or even hundreds of thousands of dollars in top conditions. And the highest grade specimens, those that are nearly flawless, have achieved prices near or even exceeding $1.3 million. The value of this penny is expected to continue to rise as collectors search for pristine examples, making it a potentially lucrative investment if you're lucky enough to find one in mint state. So, there you have it, the incredible story of the 1979 no mint mark Lincoln penny that could be worth $1.3 million. From its history and unique features to the essential factors that make it valuable, this penny has captured the attention of collectors and investors alike. If you're inspired to search your coin collection or start hunting through pocket change, remember to handle your coins carefully and consider professional grading if you think you have something special. Who knows, you might just be holding onto a small fortune. Thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for more amazing coin stories. Let us know in the comments if you have a 1979 penny or any other interesting finds. We're diving into an extraordinary find, the 1973 D Mint Mark Lincoln penny, a coin so rare it's worth an astonishing $1.4 million. Yes, you heard that right, $1.4 million for a single penny. But what makes this coin so valuable? Why are collectors willing to pay millions for it? And how can you tell if you have one of these gems in your collection? Stick around as we explore everything you need to know about this incredible penny. First, let's go back to 1973. In this year, the United States Mint was still producing the Lincoln penny, which was introduced back in 1909 to commemorate Abraham Lincoln's 100th birthday. By the 1970s, the penny's design featuring Lincoln on the front and the Lincoln Memorial on the back had already been around for over a decade. Although millions of pennies were minted in 1973, only a few were made with unique qualities and errors that made them extremely valuable to collectors today. Let's talk about the mint mark on this coin. The D Mint mark on the 1973 penny tells us it was minted in Denver, Colorado. Most of the pennies from the Denver Mint were fairly standard, but in rare instances, certain pennies had errors or unique qualities that caused them to stand out. These unusual characteristics became highly prized by collectors, leading to the high value we see today. One of the main reasons the 1973 D penny can be worth so much is due to the incredible rarity of error coins from this year. Error coins are coins that were minted with mistakes, whether in the design, strike, or even the composition of the coin itself. For example, double strikes, off-center strikes, or the use of incorrect metal compositions can make a coin incredibly valuable. In some rare cases, the 1973 D penny may exhibit a double die error, where the image or lettering on the coin appears to be doubled. This kind of error is especially valuable because it's visible to the naked eye, adding an unmistakable characteristic that sets it apart from standard pennies. Condition is also key in determining a coin's value. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with higher numbers indicating a coin in better condition. A 1973 D penny that has been well preserved with little wear will command a much higher price than one that's been heavily circulated. Collectors prize coins that have maintained their original luster and detail over the years. If your 1973 D penny is in mint state condition, meaning it looks nearly as flawless as the day it was made, it could be worth a small fortune now. Here's what you need to look for if you think you might have one of these rare pennies. First, check for the D Mint mark under the date on the front of the coin, which indicates it was minted in Denver. Next, closely examine the coin under good lighting to look for any signs of doubling on the letters or numbers. If you spot any unusual characteristics, it might be worth getting your coin professionally graded and appraised. Professional grading services like the Professional Coin Grading Service or the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation can evaluate the condition and authenticity of your coin, providing an official grade that can significantly impact its value. So, why are collectors willing to pay so much for this specific penny? The answer lies in the coin's rarity and the ongoing demand among collectors for unique coins with historical significance. The 1973 D penny represents a unique moment in American coinage, and its error variations make it highly sought after. As fewer and fewer of these pennies remain in mint condition, their value continues to skyrocket, attracting serious collectors who are willing to pay top dollar to add it to their collections. If you think you may have a 1973 D Lincoln penny with one of these rare features, now might be the perfect time to take a closer look. Even if you don't have one of these million-dollar pennies, it's a fascinating reminder that sometimes the most ordinary-looking coins can turn out to be worth a fortune. The next time you have a handful of change, take a closer look. You never know what kind of treasure you might find. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the world of valuable coins and want to learn more about hidden gems in your pocket change, don't forget to subscribe to our channel, like this video, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update. Keep searching, keep collecting, and who knows, maybe you'll discover your own million-dollar penny. We're diving into the fascinating world of coin collecting, with a spotlight on one truly remarkable piece, the 1949 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny. This isn't just any old penny, it's one that could be worth an astounding $1.5 million. That's right, just one of these pennies could make you a millionaire. So, if you're curious about how a penny from 1949 became so valuable, what makes it rare, and how you can spot one in your collection, stick around. Let's start with a little background. The Lincoln penny has been around since 1909 when it was first minted to celebrate Abraham Lincoln's 100th birthday. But even as it became one of the most common coins in American currency, certain versions of the Lincoln penny have captured the attention of collectors worldwide due to their unique characteristics and rarity. And the 1949 no-mint mark penny is one of these standout pieces. So, why is the 1949 no-mint mark Lincoln penny so valuable? There are a few key reasons, and we'll break them down one by one. First, let's talk about the mint mark, or in this case, the lack of one. Generally, pennies minted in Philadelphia don't have a mint mark, so a 1949 penny without a mint mark means it was produced at the Philadelphia Mint. Now, this may not sound special at first, but there's more to the story. Because pennies from this period were made with different production methods, some coins came out with unique characteristics, including minor flaws and details that make them exceptionally rare. The 1949 penny's value also comes from its limited mintage and high demand among collectors. In 1949, the Philadelphia Mint produced a lower number of pennies than usual, making it a bit harder to come by today. Combine that with the desire for high-quality, well-preserved examples, and you have a coin that's a hot commodity in the numismatic community. Another major factor driving the 1949 no-mint mark Lincoln penny's value is its condition. Coin collectors have a grading system to determine a coin's quality, ranging from poor to perfect uncirculated. The more pristine the condition, the higher the value. Now, for this penny to be worth $1.5 million, it would need to be in nearly flawless condition. We're talking about a coin that's been carefully preserved, with minimal wear and sharp details. If you have a 1949 penny with no mint mark and it's in almost perfect condition, you could be sitting on a small fortune. Let's dig deeper into the unique qualities of this penny. A large part of the 1949 no mint mark penny's allure comes from its design. It features the iconic profile of Abraham Lincoln on the front, with the words "In God We Trust" above his head, Liberty on the left side, and the year 1949 to the right. On the reverse side, you'll find the words United States of America and E Pluribus Unum surrounding the wheat stalks on each side. This wheat reverse, often called the wheat penny design, was in circulation from 1909 to 1958, giving it a nostalgic appeal among collectors. The wheat design was eventually replaced by the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse side in 1959, making the earlier pennies even more special. So, how can you tell if your 1949 no mint mark penny is the real deal? First, look at the overall condition. Coins in good shape will have well-defined details, and the text and images will be clear and legible. Check the date and confirm there is no mint mark under the date. You'll also want to look closely for any unique details or variations in the penny's design that could make it stand out even more. One way to know if you have a valuable penny is to have it professionally graded by a reputable coin grading service. Professional grading services assess a coin's authenticity and assign it a grade, which can make a significant difference in its market value. A 1949 no mint mark Lincoln penny graded at a high level could attract serious attention from collectors willing to pay top dollar for it. Another question you might have is where you can find a 1949 no mint mark Lincoln penny today. Some collectors find rare pennies like these in old coin collections, passed down through family members, or even in loose change. However, given its high value, you're more likely to encounter this coin at a coin auction or through a dealer specializing in rare coins. Keep in mind that finding one in the right condition is key if you're looking at it as an investment. Now, you might be wondering why a 1949 penny, a relatively modern coin compared to others in numismatics, has reached such a high value. This is partly due to its rarity, but it's also because of the growing interest in American coin history and the unique characteristics that certain coins possess. Coins like the 1949 no mint mark penny represent not just monetary value, but a piece of history, which is something collectors are always eager to own. Before we wrap up, let's talk about the future of this coin's value. Like any collectible, the value of coins can fluctuate based on demand, rarity, and historical significance. The 1949 no mint mark Lincoln penny has steadily increased in value over the years, and with its unique place in American coinage, it's likely to remain a highly sought-after piece. While we can't predict the exact future value, the rarity and collector interest suggest it could be a solid investment for years to come. In summary, the 1949 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny is a fantastic example of how certain coins can become treasures worth a fortune. Its limited mintage, historical design, and high demand among collectors have all contributed to its impressive $1.5 million value. So, if you happen to come across one of these pennies in excellent condition, don't overlook it. It could be one of the rarest and most valuable coins in your collection. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about rare and valuable coins, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel. We post regular content about the fascinating world of coin collecting and how you can identify valuable coins in your own collection. Let us know in the comments if you've ever found a rare penny, or if there's a specific coin you'd like us to cover in the future. We're diving into the fascinating world of rare coins, where a single penny can be worth more than a luxury car or even a house. Specifically, we're going to explore the 1967 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny, a seemingly ordinary coin that has managed to capture collectors' attention. This penny has a staggering value, reaching up to $1.6 million. Yes, you heard that right, a single penny worth over $1 million. Stick around as we uncover what makes this coin so special, why collectors are willing to pay such an incredible price, and how you might be able to spot one. Before we dive into the reasons for its value, let's take a quick look at the history behind the 1967 Lincoln penny. In 1967, the United States Mint was still recovering from a coin shortage that occurred a few years earlier, mainly due to increased public demand and a booming economy. To meet this demand, the Mint decided to produce coins without mint marks from 1965 to 1967. This was meant to discourage coin hoarding, which had been causing major disruptions. So, for these years, pennies were produced without mint marks, meaning you won't find a D for Denver, an S for San Francisco, or even a P for Philadelphia on these coins. This no mint mark designation makes it difficult to determine the exact origin of each coin, but it also creates a unique period in U.S. coin history. And now, let's get to the real question: what makes the 1967 no mint Mark Lincoln penny so valuable? While millions of these pennies were produced, certain factors make this particular year and type extremely attractive to collectors. One of the biggest reasons is its rarity in high-grade condition. Over the years, most of these pennies went into circulation and suffered wear and tear. Finding one in pristine condition, especially after decades of being in pockets, cash registers, and piggy banks, is a rarity. Collectors and investors are willing to pay top dollar for high-grade examples because they represent a piece of history that's survived the odds. Another factor driving up the value of this penny is its appeal to error collectors. Some 1967 Lincoln pennies were minted with slight errors, such as misalignments or die cracks. These imperfections add uniqueness and are highly sought after in the world of numismatics, or coin collecting. Coins with noticeable but rare errors can sell for far higher prices than regular coins, sometimes by thousands of dollars. However, even a perfectly minted 1967 penny in excellent condition can attract bids in the six-figure range, making it a valuable find. So, how can you tell if your 1967 no-mint Mark penny is worth a fortune? There are a few things to look for, with the most important being the coin's condition. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 being a perfect, mint condition coin. To fetch a high price, your 1967 penny needs to score at least in the mid to upper 60s. Coins in near perfect condition will have sharp details, with no visible scratches or marks from circulation. Any wear or smudging will lower the grade and, consequently, the value. Another important feature is the luster. This is the coin's shine, which can tell you a lot about its condition. The best preserved pennies will have a bright, original mint luster, meaning they reflect light in a way that looks almost brand new. If your penny has lost its luster or has significant tarnishing, it's likely been heavily circulated, which can significantly reduce its value. Finally, keep an eye out for errors. Some collectors are specifically interested in pennies with minting errors from 1967, as these can increase the value dramatically. Common errors include double die errors, where the design appears to be doubled, or die cracks, which are small raised lines that appear on the coin due to a crack in the minting die. If you spot any unusual markings, it may be worth having your coin appraised, as errors can be a major factor in driving up the price. If you think you've got a valuable 1967 no mint Mark penny, the next step is to get it appraised by a professional. Coin grading is a specialized field, and experts use sophisticated tools to assess a coin's grade accurately. Many collectors turn to services like the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, or the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, for official grading. These services will provide an exact grade, which can be used to estimate the value of your penny more accurately. If you're interested in selling your coin, a high-grade certification from a reputable grading service can boost its appeal on the market and ensure you get the best possible price. Remember, collectors value transparency and authenticity, so having a graded coin can make a big difference. Now, let's talk about the market value of the 1967 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny. While the average 1967 penny in circulated condition is worth only its face value, pristine examples have fetched staggering amounts at auction. In fact, one of the most notable sales was a 1967 penny that sold for a remarkable $1.6 million. This high value is due to its exceptional grade, rarity, and appeal to collectors who are willing to pay a premium for a piece of numismatic history. It's also worth noting that the coin market can fluctuate. Prices for rare coins often rise during economic downturns as investors look for alternative assets to secure their wealth. The unique qualities of the 1967 penny, combined with its condition and any potential errors, make it a highly desirable investment for serious collectors and investors alike. The possibility of discovering a valuable 1967 penny keeps collectors hunting, as they hope to find the next hidden gem. You might be wondering where to even start looking for one of these rare pennies. The good news is that they could be hiding in plain sight. Always check your spare change or jars of old coins. Sometimes people find valuable pennies in collections handed down from family members, or even in rolls of pennies from the bank. Yard sales, flea markets, and estate sales are also good places to hunt for old coins, as many people are unaware of their potential value. If you're serious about collecting, consider joining local or online coin clubs where members often share tips and insights about valuable finds. There are also coin shows and conventions where collectors and dealers buy, sell, and trade rare coins. Building relationships with other collectors can lead to valuable knowledge and maybe even some lucky finds. So, there you have it, the incredible story of the 1967 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny that could be worth up to $1.6 million. From its unique place in minting history to the demand for high-grade examples and error coins, this penny has captivated collectors and investors alike. Imagine finding one of these coins, holding a piece of history in your hand, and knowing it's worth beyond what anyone could have imagined. If you enjoyed this deep dive into rare coins and want to learn more about other valuable finds, make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so you won't miss our next video. Don't forget to like this video and share it with friends or family members who might have a hidden fortune in their pocket change. We're diving into an incredible discovery that's been making waves among coin collectors, the 2006 mint Mark Lincoln penny, valued at an astonishing $1.7 million. Yes, you heard that right. This penny, originally worth just 1 cent, is now worth a fortune. But what exactly makes this penny so valuable? How can you tell if you have one of these rare coins? And what should you look for to see if it's a genuine treasure? Let's find out together. First, let's start with a little background. The 2006 Lincoln penny is part of the long-running series of Lincoln cents that began back in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. This series has been a staple in American currency ever since, with the iconic image of Lincoln on one side and, since 1959, the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. Even though billions of Lincoln pennies have been minted over the years, only a very few carry unique traits that make them valuable, especially to collectors. Now, what sets this particular 2006 penny apart is its D mint mark. The D stands for the Denver Mint, where this coin was produced. While Denver produces billions of pennies each year, what's truly remarkable about this coin are the errors found in a select few. Coin errors can range from minor details to dramatic mistakes. In the case of the 2006 D penny, the error that has collectors and enthusiasts excited is a double die error. A double die error happens when the coin's design is stamped twice, resulting in a noticeable doubling effect. This is an error that's extremely hard to come by in modern pennies. On this particular 2006 D penny, you might see a doubling on the date or the letters on the obverse side, which is the front side featuring Lincoln. If you have a 2006 D penny with noticeable doubling on the date or in the word Liberty, you could be looking at something truly rare. Let's talk about why this doubling error has made this coin worth up to $1.7 million. There are two main reasons. The first is rarity. In the world of coin collecting, rarity is king. Even though millions of pennies were minted in 2006, only a handful of these coins feature this specific double die error. This limited number of known error coins increases their value tremendously. The second reason for the high value is condition. Coin collectors and grading agencies like PCGS, the professional coin grading service, place a high premium on coins that are in pristine, or near pristine, condition. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with a 70 representing a flawless coin that shows no signs of wear, even under magnification. If you happen to find a 2060 penny with the double die error in a high grade, say MS65 or above, you're looking at a very valuable piece. Most of the high-value coins are found in uncirculated or min-state condition, meaning they have never been used in everyday transactions and thus retain all their original luster and detail. So, how do you check if your 2060 penny has the double die error? Grab a magnifying glass or, if you have one, a jeweler's loupe, which can really help you see the details up close. Look at the date, especially the 0, and examine the word Liberty. If you see a doubling effect or what looks like an extra line overlapping the letters or numbers, you might be onto something special. Keep in mind that even slight doubling can still be significant, so it's worth taking a close look. If you think you have one of these rare pennies, the next step is to have it authenticated and graded. This is crucial because collectors and potential buyers want assurance that what they're buying is genuine. You can send your coin to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC, the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, for authentication. They'll examine your coin and assign it a grade, which will determine its market value. So why would someone pay such a high price for a penny, you may wonder? Well, coins like this are more than just currency. They are historical artifacts and pieces of art that capture unique moments in the minting process. Each error coin tells a story, offering a glimpse into the often unpredictable process of minting billions of coins. Collectors are willing to pay top dollar for these unique pieces because they represent a rarity that's unlikely to be found again. In summary, if you're lucky enough to find a 2006 mint mark penny with a double die error, you could be holding a coin worth up to $1.7 million. Make sure to keep it safe, and don't handle it too much to avoid any damage. Who knows, your penny could become the next big discovery in the coin collecting world. Thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to check your change, and as always, happy hunting for those hidden treasures. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss out on our latest videos about rare and valuable coins. Let us know in the comments if you've found any unique coins. We're diving into the incredible story of a humble penny that might be worth a jaw-dropping $1.8 million. You heard that right, a single 1963 no-mint mark Lincoln penny could be sitting in your pocket, just waiting to make you a millionaire. We're going to break down everything you need to know about this fascinating coin, from what makes it so valuable to what to look for if you think you might have one of these rare finds. So, if you're a collector, an enthusiast, or just someone hoping for a big surprise, stick around, you won't want to miss this. Let's start by looking back at the history of the 1963 Lincoln penny. The 1963 penny was part of the Lincoln Memorial Cent series, a design that began in 1959 and continued through 2008. The Lincoln Memorial Cent featured President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, or head side, and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, or tail side. The 1963 penny didn't have any special changes, but it was still part of a historic series that millions of people recognize and collect today. But what's so special about a 1963 penny without a mint mark? In 1963, pennies without mint marks were produced at the Philadelphia Mint. This wasn't uncommon. In fact, most pennies from the Philadelphia Mint didn't carry a mint mark until 2017. However, certain batches from specific years, like this one, are incredibly valuable. So, how did a simple coin from Philadelphia end up worth a small fortune? The answer lies in a mix of rarity, condition, and a bit of collector frenzy. Let's get into the real question: why would a 1963 no-mint mark penny be valued at $1.8 million? It all comes down to the combination of a rare error and the coin's condition. First off, collectors value coins that have rare manufacturing errors, and in the case of the 1963 penny, there were a few rare varieties that make this coin so intriguing. Some of these coins are known to have slight errors in their design or composition, which makes them highly collectible and incredibly valuable. One major factor that adds value to a 1963 penny is its condition. Coins that are in near-perfect condition, or what collectors call mint state, can demand much higher prices. The highest grades, such as MS-67 or MS-68, are exceedingly rare for this coin, and any penny from 1963 that's preserved in such high quality would attract attention. To put it in perspective, a penny graded at MS-67 or above could command tens of thousands of dollars, but a perfect specimen in MS-68 condition could potentially reach that legendary $1.8 million price point. It's important to understand what makes one penny more special than another. With this 1963 no-mint mark penny, it's all about that unique combination of rarity and pristine condition. Finding one in such high quality is almost impossible today because pennies from this time period were meant for circulation. Most of them got banged up, scratched, and worn down over time. But on rare occasions, a few coins managed to escape heavy circulation and remain in almost untouched condition. These are the coins collectors dream about now. Imagine finding one of these rare 1963 pennies with no wear, no scratches, and flawless surfaces. That's where the real value lies. Some collectors believe that there could be one or two pennies from 1963 in perfect condition still out there, possibly tucked away in someone's collection or forgotten in an old jar of change. And if one of these perfect condition pennies were to come onto the market, it could easily command a price in the millions. So, how do you know if you have a valuable 1963 penny? Let's talk about the key features to look for. First, check if it's a no-mint mark penny from 1963. This means it was minted in Philadelphia and won't have a mint mark under the date. Next, examine the overall condition. If it's been well preserved with minimal wear and no visible scratches, you might have something valuable on your hands. The best way to know for sure is to have it graded by a professional coin grading service, like PCGS or NGC. They'll evaluate its condition and give it a grade based on its quality. If it scores highly, you could be looking at a coin worth tens of thousands, or even up to that incredible $1.8 million in the best case scenario. Now, if you're getting into coin collecting or just want to check your change jars for valuable coins, here are a few tips. Always handle your coins carefully. Even minor scratches or fingerprints can impact a coin's value. If you think you found a valuable coin, consider storing it in a protective coin holder to keep it safe. Also, do your research. There are a lot of resources out there, from coin collecting guides to online forums, where you can learn about different coins and their values. The world of coin collecting is full of surprises, and you never know when you might come across a hidden gem. As more people become interested in collecting and investing in rare coins, the value of unique finds like the 1963 no-mint mark penny is likely to keep rising. With only a limited number of these high-quality coins out there, competition among collectors is fierce. And that's what makes this coin so special. Who knows, maybe one day the value will even surpass $1.80 million. And that wraps up our deep dive into the 1963 no-mint mark Lincoln penny that could be worth a life-changing amount of money. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just someone hoping to strike it rich, this story reminds us that even the smallest and most common things can have immense value under the right circumstances. So, next time you come across an old penny, take a closer look. You might just have a treasure on your hands. Thanks for watching. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss our latest content. Leave us a comment if you've ever found a rare coin or if you'd like us to cover another coin in a future video. We're talking about one of the most surprising and valuable pennies out there, the 1984 D-Mint mark Lincoln penny. Believe it or not, this little 1-cent coin has sold for as much as $1.1 million at auction. So, what makes it so valuable? And how can you tell if you have one? Stick around, because we're breaking down everything you need to know. First, let's talk about the history behind the 1984 Lincoln penny. By 1984, the Lincoln penny had been around for decades, and the iconic design by Victor David Brenner had become a staple in American currency. But that year, something unexpected happened. A small number of pennies came out of the Denver Mint with a unique error that collectors would later go crazy for. Known as the double die error, it created a coin that looks just a little different from your regular penny, but that little difference ended up making a huge impact on its value. So, what exactly is a double die error? A double die error happens when the coin's design is accidentally struck twice by the die, which is the stamp that imprints the design on the coin. In the case of the 1984 Lincoln penny, this error mostly affected the word Liberty on the coin. If you look closely, you'll see a very clear doubling of the letters. Instead of a single, crisp word, the letters appear almost shadowed or doubled, making it obvious that something went wrong during the minting process. This doubled lettering is a big reason why these coins are worth so much today, but let's get into the details of what you should look for. First, check the year. It needs to say 1984, and there should be a small d underneath the year, indicating it was minted in Denver. Next, look at the word Liberty on the left side of Lincoln's portrait. On most pennies, this word is sharp and clear. But on the 1984 double die version, you'll see noticeable doubling in the letters, especially in the B, E, and R. This doubling effect is what makes the coin stand out from others produced that year. Now, you might be wondering, how rare are these coins, and how much are they worth? Well, the rarity of these coins is what really drives up the value. Only a limited number of 1984 D pennies with the double die error were ever produced. Over the years, most of these coins have been either lost or overlooked, which makes finding one today a very rare occurrence. If you have one in excellent condition, you're looking at a coin that could be worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. In some cases, collectors have even paid as much as $1.1 million to get their hands on one in top-notch condition. The demand for error coins, especially ones with a clear double die, has made the 1984 D penny one of the most sought-after items for collectors. Another factor that affects the value of your 1984 D penny is its condition. Coins are graded on a scale, with higher grades reserved for coins in nearly perfect, uncirculated condition. If you find one of these pennies that's in mint condition, meaning it hasn't been used much and doesn't have noticeable scratches or wear, it could easily fetch a high price at auction. A coin graded as MS65 or Mint State 65 is considered to be in very good condition and can be valued at thousands, if not hundreds of thousands, of dollars. So, how can you tell if your 1984 D penny is valuable? First, you need a magnifying glass to carefully examine the coin for any signs of doubling in the word Liberty. You might also want to consider taking it to a professional coin grader or appraiser. They can confirm whether or not it has the double die error and give it an official grade, which can be crucial if you're looking to sell it. Once you know what you have, you may decide to put your coin up for auction. Auctions for rare coins, especially ones with known errors, can attract a lot of attention from collectors. When a rare 1984 D double die penny goes up for auction, it's not uncommon to see bids skyrocket as collectors compete to own a piece of minting history. Some coin collectors specialize in error coins, and they're often willing to pay top dollar for something as unique as the 1984 double die penny. Remember, prices can vary depending on the exact grade and condition, but if your penny is in top shape, you're looking at a potential six-figure payday. But why are collectors willing to pay so much? Well, it's not just about the coin itself. For collectors, these rare coins tell a story. The 1984 D penny with the double die error represents a moment in history when a simple mistake turned a common coin into something extraordinary. Owning a coin like this is about more than just the value, it's about holding a piece of history, a reminder of the craftsmanship and chance that go into every coin. For many collectors, finding one of these rare pennies is the ultimate prize. To recap, if you're hoping to strike it rich with a 1984 D penny, you'll need to keep an eye out for that key double die error on the word Liberty. Make sure it has the Denver Mint mark and take care of it if you find one in good condition. And if you decide to sell, be sure to get it professionally graded and appraised to maximize its value. So, there you have it, the story behind the 1984 D Mint Mark Lincoln penny that's worth an astonishing $1.1 million. If you have one of these hidden away, you might just be sitting on a fortune without even knowing it. Be sure to check your change, and who knows, you could be the next lucky person to discover one of these rare gems. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of our upcoming videos on valuable coins and currency treasures. Let us know in the comments if you've ever found an error coin or if you have any questions about coin collecting. We're diving into the world of rare pennies that can make you a millionaire, specifically, the 1995 No Mint Mark Lincoln penny. That's right, one penny that's worth a staggering $1.2 million. Let's find out why this small coin has such an enormous value and what makes it so special. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll know everything you need to look for in your own coin collection. Who knows? You might just have a hidden treasure in your pocket. The 1995 Lincoln penny is famous for a unique reason. It's one of the most sought-after pennies due to a rare error. This coin doesn't have a mint mark, which normally wouldn't be all that exciting. But with this penny, there's an additional twist that makes it one of the rarest finds of its time. Many collectors and experts have been after this specific penny, and today, we're going to break down why it's so valuable, what exactly makes it different from other coins, and why you should be on the lookout for it. First, let's talk a bit about the 1995 penny itself. This was a typical Lincoln penny, showing the profile of President Abraham Lincoln on the front, with the Lincoln Memorial on the back. What's unique about the 1995 penny is the specific error that occurred during its minting process, an error so significant it has skyrocketed the coin's value to $1.2 million today. When we talk about the no mint mark variety, we mean this coin lacks the small letter that normally indicates where it was minted. Coins minted in Philadelphia don't carry a mint mark, while those from Denver have a D and coins from San Francisco have an S. So, a missing mint mark isn't unusual in itself for Philadelphia coins. But in 1995, something else happened that turned this simple penny into a collector's dream. This special penny is known for its famous double die error on the obverse or front side of the coin. If you look closely at the 1995 penny, you might notice that some of the lettering looks unusual. In particular, the words Liberty and In God We Trust on the front of the coin appear to have a shadow or doubling effect. This doubling isn't a typical feature and was the result of an error during the minting process. Essentially, the coin's design was struck twice, creating this doubled image. Only a limited number of pennies were minted with this error, and that rarity is what has driven collectors to pursue these coins and pushed the value into the millions. Now you might be wondering, how exactly did this error happen? During the minting process, the die, the metal piece that stamps the design onto the coin, moves slightly, causing the design to be imprinted twice. This kind of error is known as a doubled die and is one of the most well-known and valuable types of minting mistakes. This specific error created a unique visual effect on the lettering, which makes these coins distinct and easy to spot if you know what to look for. So when people say they're hunting for a 1995 doubled die penny, this is exactly what they're talking about. Over the years, collectors have become increasingly interested in error coins because they represent a one-of-a-kind feature in what would otherwise be a standard coin. The fact that only a limited number of these doubled die pennies were made means they're extremely rare, which increases their value dramatically. As time goes on, and fewer of these pennies remain in circulation, their value continues to climb. This is why one in mint condition has been valued as high as $1.2 million, making it one of the most coveted modern pennies for serious collectors. So, what should you be looking for if you think you have one of these rare coins? First, take a close look at the front side of your 1995 penny. You'll need a magnifying glass or a high-quality photo to see the details clearly. Focus on the words Liberty and In God We Trust. If you notice a doubling effect, like the letters look slightly blurry or have a shadow behind them, you may have struck gold or copper, in this case. Also, make sure there is no mint mark beneath the date. If all these characteristics check out, you might be holding a coin worth more than $1 million. One of the reasons this coin has reached such high value is that collectors are constantly searching for error coins that make them stand out from the standard mint releases. Unlike a regular penny, which might only be worth its face value, error coins are prized for their uniqueness and the story behind them. The 1995 doubled die penny tells a story of a mistake that turned a simple coin into a legendary find, and collectors are willing to pay top dollar for that piece of history. If you think you have one of these rare coins, it's important to verify its authenticity before rushing off to sell it. You can take it to a professional coin grading service, where experts will examine the coin and confirm whether it's a genuine doubled die 1995 penny. They'll also evaluate the coin's condition, which can greatly impact its value. A penny in excellent condition will fetch a higher price than one that's heavily worn. So, don't clean the coin yourself. Cleaning can actually decrease its value. Leave it as is and let the professionals handle it. Once your coin is authenticated, you can explore your options for selling it. Rare coins like this can be sold at auctions, where collectors are often willing to pay top dollar. You might also consider selling it through a coin dealer or directly to a collector. It's a good idea to shop around and get a sense of the market value, as well as any fees that may be involved with different selling options. In summary, the 1995 no mint mark Lincoln penny is one of the most exciting finds for coin collectors, and its double die error has made it incredibly valuable, with prices reaching up to $1.2 million. If you have a 1995 penny, take a moment to inspect it closely. You could be looking at a hidden treasure. And even if you don't find this exact coin, remember that many other valuable pennies are out there. Collecting coins can be an exciting and rewarding hobby, especially when you know what to look for. Thank you for joining us today to learn about this incredible 1995 penny. If you enjoyed this video and want to hear more about rare coins that could be hiding in your change jar, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Who knows? We're diving into one of the most fascinating and valuable coins in the world of numismatics, the 1991 D-Mint Mark Lincoln penny. While most pennies are worth just 1 cent, this specific coin has been valued at a staggering $1.3 million. If you're a fan of rare and valuable coins, you're going to love today's episode. So, how does a coin that was originally worth just 1 cent become worth over $1 million? Stick around as we explore the story behind this incredible penny, why it's so rare, and how you can spot one if you're lucky enough to come across it. To understand why the 1991 D Lincoln penny is so valuable, let's first talk about the Lincoln penny itself. This iconic coin was first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Since then, it has been a staple of American currency. Throughout the years, the Lincoln penny has gone through many design changes, but one thing has remained constant: the image of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. The 1991 version of the Lincoln penny is part of the series that features the memorial design, which lasted until 2008 when the design was replaced by the Union Shield. Now, let's get into what makes the 1991 D penny worth such an astronomical amount. At first glance, this penny looks just like any other circulated coin you might find in your pocket change. So, what's the catch? The key factor that makes this coin so valuable is its rare and unique condition. Most 1991 D pennies were minted in large quantities and have been circulated over the years. However, a few rare specimens have been found in pristine, uncirculated condition, meaning they have never been used in everyday transactions. These coins, especially those with perfect or near-perfect grades, can command prices that are exponentially higher than face value, but it's not just about the condition. The true rarity comes from a subtle yet significant minting error that occurred during the production of some of these pennies. A small percentage of 1991 D Lincoln pennies were struck with a doubling of the design, creating a noticeable, if not immediately obvious, error that collectors highly prize. The doubling happens when the die used to strike the coin shifts slightly during the minting process, causing the design to appear twice. This error is most visible in the lettering and numbers on the coin. It's one of the rarest types of errors in coin minting, and when it happens on a penny as famous as the 1991 D, it becomes an incredibly valuable find. If you're wondering how to tell if your 1991 D penny is one of the rare, valuable ones, there are a few key things to look for. First, check the condition of the coin. An uncirculated penny with minimal wear will have sharp details and a clean, shiny appearance. The more perfect the coin's condition, the more valuable it will be. And next, look for the potential doubling error. Check the letters and numbers on the obverse, especially the Liberty and In God We Trust inscriptions. The doubling should be clear and visible under magnification. You'll notice that the letters appear thickened or ghosted, as though they've been stamped twice. Finally, the mint mark itself plays a role. The D mint mark indicates that the coin was minted in Denver, and it should be located just below the date. While the mint mark doesn't make the coin inherently more valuable, it is a key part of identifying the coin's origin and authenticity. The 1991 D Lincoln penny's extraordinary value of $1.3 million is a prime example of how rarity, condition, and error can come together to create something truly special in the world of coin collecting. This particular coin has gained recognition not just for its condition and rarity, but for the story behind it. The market for rare coins like this one continues to grow, with collectors and investors alike seeking out these gems for their historical significance and potential for future value. Coins like the 1991 D Lincoln penny remind us that sometimes, even the most common items can hide extraordinary value. This penny, like many other rare coins, may be sitting in your collection or even in your pocket, waiting for the right moment to be discovered. If you're inspired by the idea of finding a valuable coin, the best advice is to keep searching. Coin hunting can be a fun and rewarding hobby. Look through your spare change, check your old coin collections, and visit local coin shops or auctions. While it's rare to find a penny worth millions, you never know when you might stumble upon a hidden treasure. It's also important to know how to properly store your coins. Using protective cases, like holders and capsules, can help preserve their condition. The better the condition of your coins, the more likely they are to appreciate in value. So, there you have it, the incredible story of the 1991 D-Mint Mark Lincoln penny worth $1.3 million. This coin is a perfect example of how something as humble as a penny can become a true treasure when combined with rarity, condition, and a little bit of luck. If you're lucky enough to find one, make sure to get it appraised by a professional coin grader to determine its true value. Thank you for watching today's video. If you found this fascinating, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more coin-related content. We're diving into one of the most incredible finds in the world of numismatics, the 1978 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny. This particular coin has made headlines for its staggering value of $1.4 million. You might be asking, how can a simple penny be worth that much? Well, stick around because we're about to explore the fascinating story behind this coin, what makes it so rare, and why collectors are willing to pay such an incredible amount for it. First, let's take a step back and talk about the 1978 Lincoln penny in general. In 1978, the U.S. Mint produced millions of Lincoln pennies for circulation. These pennies were part of the ongoing series featuring President Abraham Lincoln, a coin design that has been in circulation since 1909. Normally, these pennies are worth just 1 cent, but a small number of them have extraordinary characteristics that make them much more valuable. The 1978 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny is incredibly rare. To understand why this coin is so valuable, let's look at how mint marks work. Typically, the U.S. Mint places a mint mark on each coin to indicate where it was struck. The Philadelphia Mint, which produced the majority of coins, used to leave its coins without a mint mark, while coins from other mints, like Denver or San Francisco, would carry their respective mint marks, D or S. However, in 1978, something unusual happened. A small number of pennies were struck without a mint mark, despite being produced at the Philadelphia Mint. Now, this is where things get interesting. This unusual error makes these specific pennies extremely rare, and rarity equals value in the world of coin collecting. When it comes to error coins, collectors get very excited. Why? Because errors in minting are incredibly uncommon, and when they happen, it can result in a coin with unique characteristics that set it apart from the millions of standard coins. The 1978 no-mint Mark penny is one such error, and its rarity makes it highly sought after by collectors. What's even more remarkable is that this penny is not just rare, it's in high demand. Because of its mistaken minting, there are only a few of these coins in circulation today. Some experts believe only a handful of these error pennies were ever made, and they remain in private collections or as part of auctions. So, how did a simple penny become worth $1.4 million? The answer lies in its scarcity and its error status. Due to the extreme rarity of this coin, it is considered one of the most valuable error pennies in the world. Collectors know that error coins are an investment, as they become more valuable over time. As a result, collectors have been willing to pay astronomical sums of money to add the 1978 no-mint Mark penny to their collections. In fact, this coin has sold at auction for prices approaching $1.4 million, setting a record for error pennies. Its value is driven not only by the rarity of the minting mistake but also by the historical significance of the Lincoln penny itself. Abraham Lincoln is a revered figure, and his image has been on U.S. pennies for over a century. You might be wondering, how can I tell if I have a 1978 no-mint Mark penny? Great question. Here's how you can check. First, examine the front of the penny, known as the obverse. Normally, the mint mark would be located right below the word Liberty or near the date. For the 1978 no-mint Mark penny, you will notice that there is no mint mark at all. This is the key indicator that you're looking at one of these rare error coins. Once you've identified a 1978 penny without a mint mark, it's important to assess its condition. Like all valuable coins, its grade plays a huge role in its value. The higher the grade, meaning the better the condition, the more valuable the coin. A well-preserved 1978 no-mint Mark penny, free from significant wear or damage, is worth far more than one that is heavily worn. If you're looking to buy or sell a 1978 no-mint Mark penny, it's important to deal with reputable dealers or auction houses. These error coins can fetch incredible amounts at auction, so it's crucial to ensure you're working with trusted experts who can verify the authenticity and condition of the coin. Some coin dealers and numismatic auction houses specialize in rare and error coins, so it's a good idea to do some research and find one with a strong reputation. Whether you're looking to sell your penny or hoping to add one to your collection, Always get a professional evaluation to ensure you're getting the best deal. To sum it up, the 1978 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny is one of the most extraordinary and valuable coins you could ever come across. Its rare status, rarity, and historical significance make it a true gem in the world of coin collecting. The fact that it can sell for upwards of $1.4 million is a testament to the fascinating world of numismatics, where small mistakes can turn ordinary coins into extraordinary treasures. So, if you happen to find a 1978 penny in your pocket change, take a close look at it. You might just have a rare and incredibly valuable piece of American history. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about other rare coins, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update.